Hey, this is Robert Zerfin, the Common Sense Conservative, and I just wanted to take a moment and weigh in a little bit on what just happened during the Senate impeachment trial. Representative Sylvia Garcia, Democrat from Texas, just said some things about law that doesn't quite work, especially for somebody who used to be a judge. Doesn't really make sense. Check this out.
It's really not that very complicated. The American people, everyday Americans, know what a trial looks like. Whether they've seen it on Perry Mason or Law and Order, or maybe they've been in court themselves. They know what a trial is. It's about making sure that people have an opportunity to be heard, both sides. It's about witnesses. It's about documents. It's about getting a fair shot. And that's all that we're asking for today, is to make sure that we give the American people the trial that they expect, to make sure that the American people know that this president needs to be held accountable. Because if it were they who were accused or alleged to have done something, they would want the same thing. So for me, it's about making sure that we get a fair trial.
Does anybody else have a problem with that? She's talking about due process. She's talking about how, people deserve to have witnesses and so on and so forth. The defendant does. The defendant has a right to a fair trial. The defendant has a right to due process, something that Trump has not gotten at all this entire time, especially through the House. And yet, these House Democrats have been doing nothing all day besides talk about how they want these witnesses because they didn't do a good enough job in the House, apparently, to get their case solid enough to bring it to the Senate and present their case to the Senate. All day long, all they've done is repeat themselves over and over and over again, introducing the exact same motions after it gets voted down. Check this exchange out right here between Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer talking about that very thing.
Chief Justice.
Mr. Majority Leader is recognized.
I would ask consent to ask the Democratic leader, since there's a certain similarity to all these amendments, whether he might be willing to enter into a consent agreement to stack these votes.
Without objection, the inquiry is permitted.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. The bottom line is very simple. As has been clear to every senator and the country, we believe witnesses and documents are extremely important, and a compelling case has been made for them. We will have votes on all of those. We will also, the leader, without consulting us, made changes, a number of significant changes that significantly deviated from the 1999 Clinton resolution. We want to change those. So there will be a good number of votes. We are willing to do some of those votes tomorrow. There's no reason we have to do them all tonight and inconvenience the Senate and the Chief Justice. But we will not back off on getting votes on all of these amendments, which we regard as extremely significant and important to the country.
As I've said,
Consent was for a question.
As I've said repeatedly, all of these amendments under the resolution could be dealt with at the appropriate time. I suggest the absence of quorum.
It's nothing but political theater. That's all this is. They're proving it over and over again by introducing the exact same amendments to the rules over and over again just to hammer in the exact same nonsense talking points that literally have nothing to do with anything. They're supposed to be presenting their case. They're supposed to be going, hey, we have enough evidence that they've bragged about for weeks now to remove Trump from office. And yet, for some reason, they continue to ask for more witnesses. America, I hope you all see exactly what's going on right here. I hope you see it. I hope you see that this is nothing but political theater. The Democrats are doing nothing but sitting there going, we hate Trump. We've literally been trying to impeach him since the day he swore himself in.